Good afternoon. Today is still July 9th, 2025, and we are in the PM session now of the day. Whoops, there we go. FOMC minutes came out at 2 o'clock. Nothing but pump up since then. 4-hour candles bullish, 1-hour candles bullish, 12-hour candles bullish, daily candles bullish. Everything's bullish right now, so I'm looking for more long scalps. And took one more trade. 2 trades technically since I entered twice. And I participated in this little run. It's made a failure swing. It might come back up and take this high. Current 60-minute highs right here. That's perfectly fine. I was looking at targeting these inefficiencies over here from the AM session. Since price is inefficient on the way down, it's going to want to come back up here. And interestingly enough, it did come up exactly to big figure, 23,000 in the first presentation fair value gap, which is what it's just hovering above right now. So I won't drag it out too long. I'll jump over to this one. Let me pause it for a quick second, make sure I got that screen right. All right. So here's the 2 o'clock open right there. Cruised up, came back down, filled in some inefficiencies. David likes to call this pure accumulation. Love that. So there was the run up at 2 o'clock right after the minutes report came out. Wait, let me back it up. That's actually not right. Where's 2 o'clock? There's 2 o'clock. Very similar looking candle. There we go. Okay, so here's the 2 o'clock open. This 15-second candle. So a tiny wick opened right here, came down, came up, closed right there, closed right here, opened, and then cruised up. So it was a 15-second delay. Apparently the computers had to read the report. 15-second AI read. See what the minutes were. Then we started cruising up, didn't chase price, waited for a high to form, waited for some retracements, retraced back into here. Then I said, okay, let's get, saw some swing lows form. And then we tapped into a 1-minute inversion. And then I said, let's go. Entered long right here. Big figure was respecting 23,000. So I was looking for a run up to take these back out. And ultimately I was looking for, anything up higher there. Back into those morning civvies. But just to keep it on track, we'll keep it right here. Came back down, got me a little bit better fill. So 10 contracts total on the micros. One at 23,011, one at 23,006. 2 entries after I saw this nice respect of that BISI. Came back down, filled it all the way in. Respected this as a rejection block. And then as we started cruising up to the top, I started scaling out. So 10 contracts in, not being greedy. Took one off at 14, just above the high. Right in this volume imbalance. I know I entered at 11, but it is what it is. I already got my profits for the day. I'm not being greedy. So it was above my first one, so I'm going to start scaling out just because I was scaling out one at a time on the way up. So took one off there, took another one off at 17, took another one off at 19. Then I saw it wasn't continuing like I wanted it to, and we weren't in a macro at this time, so I said, you know what, that's enough for today. I'm at 337 on the day. That's plenty fine for right now. So I just closed it out right here. Closed out the remaining 7 instead of waiting through because, as you've heard, I don't like pullbacks. And I hate consolidation. So it's all good. I saw this micro swing, micro setup, so I took it. And look, we're still there. So you think I'm not happy with being out? I'm absolutely happy with that. Thank you very much. Tiny little bit of drawdown. Adding on my second position, but not much at all. Had stopped down below. So where's I have my fib drawn on another chart over here. Let me draw it on this one so you can see. I was using this setup. Hello. So there's I was looking to enter and get my best price right around consequent encroachment. So fair value, OTEs right here. We tapped into the OTE discount area. We see that's at 14.16, 14.17 for the time. 14.19, so it was right after that happened is when I started entering my trade. So I used that for my basis. 1 minute swing low, entered on the 15-second chart, and there was the only little bit of drawdown that I had was right there. And stops here at lower quadrant, 22,993. So working right around the big figure, looking for it to go higher. It worked out for me, and I don't have to wait through this. The macro might deliver, we'll see. But I like scalping. I like being in and out fairly quick. Maybe I'll grow into hold them longer, but if I don't have to hold them and deal with it, why bother? Once I get more of my base, I can probably do that, but I'm just protecting the profits as I had them, and I'm perfectly happy with that. Everyone's got to have their own plan. I'm not telling you what to do. Do your own research. Find what works for you. This is working for me. I'm on an 8-day streak. Knock on wood. It'll stop sooner or later, but I'm still riding it. Using discipline, using focus, using a process, using a framework. That's what it's all about. We'll come up and take this high. This ought to be cool. So there's the 60-minute fractal high and low, 15-minute fractal high and low. And it's a new 4-hour candle forming right now too, since we're in 2 o'clock. So the 4 o'clock high is also right there too. So as it makes its own new high, very well could be cruising back up into these areas. But that's fine. I like just being done. I like having my profits in the bank and just watch. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're getting some success. There we go. That's a nice run. 23.26 coming down. Blue triangle's moving again. You ready? See if it gets there. Definitely looking like it should cruise right over again. It's rinse and repeat of yesterday. Same framework looks familiar, doesn't it? We still got 10 minutes to the macro. There's the failure swing. Nice liquidity built up. So it took that swing high. It left the current New York PM session high in place. Probably not for long. We'll see. We could redraw that fib there. No, it's the same spot, yeah. All right. All right, all right. Love it, love it, love it. All right, we're cooking with gas now. We're having fun. Hope you're having fun. Hope you're doing well. Hope this is helping. I've seen a few comments saying it's more than helping, so I appreciate that responses. As always, form a plan, execute, practice until it's boring, and then execute. And then never forget, this is all by the grace of God. Thank you very much, Lord. And never forget, tomorrow is promised for none of us. Make sure you live for today. Take care, gang.